Now we'll see the third type of. So we have seen static map, that is one-to-one. Seen dynamic map, type it multiple, or whichever features is available, that is mapped to the whichever many-to-many connection. Now we'll see the third type, that is many-to-one connection, or we call it as NAT overload, or in other words, port address translation. Need to one mapping. So that is called as NAT overload, or it's called as port address translation. You need some way to identify which host it is. So port is considered as a unique ID to know which host wants to come. So we'll consider this one. We had done a static map connection, that is one-to-one. Now for the same network, we'll do many-to-one connection. And now we'll do the we'll go to the configuration mode. So we're going to configure the terminal. We've already done that terminal in the static NAT connection, but just for formality purpose, we'll do it once again, just to make sure that all the commands are set properly or not. So we'll go to the interface, gig 0/2, that is your inside network. So we have set the inside network. So exit, come to the other interface, that is 0/1. This is your outside interface. The command is ipnat outside. Exit out of this interface. Now we are out of configuration. Now we're going to map many to one. So we're going to use the same IP address. So all the hosts within this network is going to address that. So first we will now we'll give it a 20. So we'll create the access list 20. So from where to where, this is the network ID. And this is the mask. So it means from 0 to 255, which belongs to this 20 network, all have the permission. So now we're going to map this access list to the global address that is only for the IP address. So we'll give the command IP NAT. We are in the inside network. So which is the list? The list number is 20. Now all the packets coming from this network, it should go to the public address. So which is that interface? That interface ID should give. So the interface uh, 1. 16 could not settle. Go to the debug. Why is it mapped to 30.1? Because this is the interface where all the packets are going to go. So the IP address, any other host is going to go through this link. So 20.3 is mapped to 30.1. Now for the other PC, so this you can see it is 20.2 to 30.3. So 30.3 is one-to-one mapping we had done. So this is for the extra host will be using the same link. So this is the NAT overload, by the number of hosts that wants to communicate with the outside world. Now I've added one more PC. We'll check whether this PC can be mapped to the same link or not. The IP address is 20.4 and gateway address is 20.1. So it's an extra host I'm adding. Now we'll see what mapping has been done. Okay, it is successful. So we'll see the router, what mapping is done. So 20.4 is also mapped to 30.1. And 20.3 is also mapped to 30.1. So you can see all the hosts in this network is mapped to 30.1 because the command what we have given is interface gig 0/1. So that is why it is 30.1. And in the previous one-to-one mapping, only for 20.2, we had given the static address that is 30.3. Only for this, it is going to map 30.3. So again, I'll send from 20.2 to server. So you can see 20.2 is mapped to 30.3. So that's the difference between static NAT connection and NAT overload. And why the name port address translation? Because it makes use of the port address in order to map it. So in order to see that, you can use this command, show pnat translation. So you can see the port address is used to map the PC to the global address. So I've sent from 20.3 and then 20.4. So that is mapped to 30.1. And in the previous one, it was only 20.2 is mapped to 30.3. Now we'll see once again, or static NAT, that is 20.22 server. So 20.2 is mapped to 30.3. Now we'll see the dynamic one. So dynamic is also mapped. Now 10.3 is mapped to 30.4 because that is the range we have set, 30.4 to 7. Since we have the access list different, so there's no confusion. Next we'll try from 10.2. So 10.2 is mapped to 30.5. 10.3 is mapped to 30.4. So whichever the IP address in the pool that is available, first one that is mapped. So dynamic is also working. Now we'll see the NAT overload or the PAT. See, 20.4 is mapped to 30.1 because that is the link address that we have given. So you can see all the three configuration is done in this simple example. If it's confusing, you can do one connection at a time, and you can create a new network again and try out dynamic and the PAT table. This example will show you how all the three can be done in the same network, same configuration.